Hey guys, today I'm going to review the best online booking systems for salons. So if you run a salon, obviously bookings are going to be some of the most important features that help you uh, capture clients, whether they are searching online or rather organically in the local area. So I'm going to review some of my top 7 picks, and I'm going to start with the ones I recommend for independent stylists, all the way up through small booth rentals, medium-sized teams, and then large organizations. So obviously over here, we're going to look at Square appointments. I think Square is a great place to start. It's where I started. It's where all of my booth renters started. Basically, everyone started at some point with Square. All small businesses use it as a fast and simple way to book appointments or sell services. So the downside there is that while Square is affordable at $0 per month if you are by yourself, it also has limits on what you get. So you can book appointments. You can see this calendar. Simple calendar, just for me. It has a waitlist function, and I can incorporate different channels for online booking. So these settings let me utilize online booking directly with my website. So they can book at any time, and they'll see all of this, and we can enable it pretty simply. And if I already have a website, I can add it. If not, that's totally fine. So I can add it to Instagram. I can also incorporate it with Reserve with Google if I want people to be able to book an appointment directly through Google Search or Google Maps. Or I can create a fully customizable Square Online website, and from that, I can link the option for online booking. Now, that's pretty much what you get, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love Square. It's a very good setup for those beginners. Now, if you are not a beginner and you want something a little bit more robust, we're going to pop over here to Fresha. Now, Fresha is a worldwide online booking system for salons. They have very competitive pricing. You're only going to move up slightly from what you were paying with Square, because of course Square does charge based on those processing fees. So with Fresha, it's going to vary in terms of how many team members you have and what you are getting. So they have limited integration here, but they do have support for dozens of countries, lots of different languages, and Fresha has that marketplace. So you can use online booking pretty easily. And here you see link builders. So I can add links for memberships, specific services, gift cards, or everything all at once. So I have a lot of control here. I can generate QR codes and links that I can share in different capacities. I can also utilize things like Google Reserve or Facebook and Instagram bookings. So those are some of the more limited, though nonetheless efficacious options that you have here. Fresha also offers the online bookings option with the Fresha marketplace. So that is where you can start your marketplace, talk about your business, and then publish online things. I will say I don't really like their marketplace because it comes with a 20% commission on any new clients. So if I publish my studio right here, Trendy Studio in Notting Hill, London, and I get several new clients, they're going to take a 20% commission with a minimum $6 fee, and they're going to take the processing fee on top of that. So you're going to pay a lot. Vagaro doesn't charge you those fees. You don't pay a commission, but they also have an online booking option. So you can use their platform with the marketplace here. And this marketplace is a simple way where you can list your business for free. You don't have to pay an extra fee a la carte to list your business, and they let you keep the profits here. So you aren't adding extra profit, dealing with extra losses from those profits. So there's no commission fee for any business bookings that you generate online with this marketplace. Now, otherwise, the online marketing or online booking that they have with Vagaro is really everything you need. You're going to find customizable bookings. You're going to be able to utilize things like app maps and Google Maps, where Fresha was limited to Reserve with Google and Google Maps. So people can make an appointment online very easily. You have the online widgets that you can incorporate to your website, embed them directly. You can also take advantage of the minimize gaps function, the other functions like the wait list. The issue here is going to be the cost and all the other services that you want. So if you are a growing team, let's say you have 2 or 3, somewhere around a handful of people, then your cost is going to be pretty affordable. So right now, one bookable calendar, so one person, $23.99 per month. Now, that's for one location. As soon as you add multiple locations, it's going to cost a lot more. As soon as you add employees, it's also going to cost $10 more upfront. Now, once you reach 7, that's your cap. That's all you're going to pay per month, but that's just for the membership. That's not for the extra fees. So one of the things that a lot of people complain about is, though this is one of the best online booking systems, it comes with hidden fees. So sure, you don't have to lose commission with the Vagaro marketplace, but you are going to pay for things like forms. You're going to pay an extra $10 here or there for things like email options or text, two-way text message communication. So a lot of costs are hidden in there, and they don't come up until suddenly you need that service. So that's something to look out for. Now, Gloss Genius is another booking app that is great for US-based salons and spas. Where Fresha might have been something you could use internationally, Gloss Genius is limited to the US. Now, they were designed initially for independent stylists. They were one that a lot of us looked at, and they do offer online booking options. Now, they're supposed to be pretty comprehensive, but there's pretty limited support in terms of integration. So if you are looking for a lot of integration with other platforms to help support your overall salon business, not just the online booking, you probably won't find it here. But you do have options to accept bookings through Instagram, Facebook, Yelp, and Google. So this one is going to add Yelp where others didn't have it, and that's something to consider when you are looking at your different options. Now I'm going to pop over here to Boulevard. Now Boulevard has this wonderful front desk function and the calendar where I can easily add appointments here. New appointment, very simple. Add that data. I can also build out my audiences and take advantage of integration with things like the Book Now feature for Facebook and Instagram, Reserve with Google, and of course other integrations for Shopify, for QuickBooks, and things like that. So when you are managing all of your online options, you have to consider not just the online booking that you have available to you and the calendar function, but how everything else might be available to you and what that means in terms of cost. So as I pointed out with Vagaro, you're going to see a lot of hidden costs, which is fine if that's what you're into. If you want a basic membership and then you want to add things a la carte and you're fine with that, okay. If you're not and you want everything to be very clear and included up front so that you can budget accordingly, like me, Boulevard is going to be a better option for you. So you have this front desk option. It comes with a calendar here where I can easily book. And more importantly, that front desk, if somebody calls, it's going to pop up right here, facilitating easy online booking. I also have the option of people booking not just services, but gift cards or memberships through the sales function. I can look at how well all of our email campaigns and blast campaigns are doing. And of course, I can make sure that I know how our services and our packages are being processed. Another option is going to be Mango Mint. So Mango Mint offers regular online booking, and then they have what's called this express booking. So this is when you have a card saved on file, and you can text a link to your client after they have, let's say you know that Jennifer wants to schedule another appointment on Tuesday. Well, Jennifer has to go. So she leaves your chair, you're cleaning up, and then before your next client arrives, you can text her a link, and she just looks at the appointment that you scheduled for next Tuesday. And then she adds a credit card. She looks at the cancellation policy, and then she's done. If she needs to upload any photos, she can do that as well. But all of that is basically done from one text message. So I don't have to be the one who reaches out and says, oh, hey, what's your phone number again? Oh, hey, is this the right? Because there is nothing worse than doing that over the phone. There's always noise in the background, whether it's your noise or someone else's noise. But this lets me block out that time and then send her the link to finish it herself. So I do like that aspect of it. The express booking is pretty attractive. But then you have to look at all the other features that Mango Mint has and what else you might need to support your business. So as a large business, I'm going to step over to Booker. Now, I think this is going to be great for a medium-sized business, but I don't like their layout. I don't like their color scheme. And honestly, I think Boulevard just does a better job of everything that they have to offer. I think their calendar is better laid out. I think the information for their client management here is much better laid out. So that I think comes down to preference and all of the additional services that you might want. But Booker is going to be here a bit more on the expensive side. No integrations, but they do have options to use the MindBody platform to increase online bookings as a salon, and they are an international company. So if you are a big company working with multiple locations internationally, consider Booker. If you really like the option of setting appointments in this fast and simple way where you can send a quick text and you are fine with all the other features and the costs that Mango Mint has to offer, they're a good option. I think Boulevard is a better option. Small businesses who might be looking to cut corners or utilize a marketplace in order to facilitate online booking can find the things they need a la carte to keep costs manageable with Vagaro. And then, of course, there is Fresha, where you can build out custom links that you can send based on services or memberships. And finally, as that beginner, as that independent, Square Appointments is going to be a fast and simple way to do things without a high monthly cost.